Hey guys, okay, I have got today a foundation for you. This is the Revlon Candid Glow, Photo Ready Candid Glow. I have a video on the original Candid. It's somewhere in my Revlon foundations playlist. So if you're new here, I do foundation reviews a lot. That's why I started this channel, is to do a bunch of foundation and concealer reviews, because I've got, I don't know if you can tell, I've got a lot to cover for foundations and concealers. Okay, so, but what I do have is a playlist of just about every brand, and mostly every drugstore brand. I haven't done too much high-end foundation reviews yet. They're coming though, as soon as I can get around to doing it. So, are you guys like overwhelmed with all the launches? Like, I never realized until I started just going through one by one each brand at the drugstore and in like Ulta and stuff like that, how often their products are new release. Like, there's just so much, so it's hard to kind of get to the high-end ones. And then there's so many makeup channels, it's like, sometimes I just feel like, man, what's the point? Everyone's doing it. So all right, so let's just get started on this. And is this taking forever to pump out? Why, yes it is. Oh my goodness. Ah, there it comes. Okay, this was the lightest shade. It is the shade Porcelain, 110 Porcelain, and it actually looks good, honestly. It's a little tiny bit, it's pretty neutral, I guess I should say, and a little on the pink side, I would say, but it also is a little bit peachy as well. So let's just see what we got. Very creamy. Yeah, pretty creamy. Yeah, if you're interested in any of the other Revlon foundations, I have got a playlist of most, if not all of them. It seems like products come in and out. They're released for a while and then they just are discontinued or whatever. Okay, so not a lot of coverage, I would have to say. It seems like to me at this point it's probably about a medium coverage. No, light coverage. One pump. I guess I did kind of build up a bit because I did a little bit extra around my problem area, which is my eye, and then also on my forehead a little bit. This seemed like a very natural kind of coverage. Like, first impression, just from my face to my mirror down here and to the viewfinder, like, pretty natural coverage. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if you can see what's going on right here, but even at 41 years old, these little guys creep up, man. Okay, so I like the way it looks on my skin. It is very luminous looking, or not looking, it's more like, it says glow, but I'm not getting a lot of glow, but I am seeing like a lot of, like, it just seems moistury, like your skin is just very well moisturized is what it looks like. I'm not crazy about the shade. It looks a little bit chalky on my skin because of the shade is a little bit weird, and because there's not much coverage, it looks, you can just see like it's almost like got a gray cast or an ashiness to it, because it's just my skin. The skin on my face and the skin on my neck are two different colors. My face is much darker than my neck, so I always have to go lighter, so it just looks ashy on my skin. So that's something that's a little tiny bit annoying, but I would call this like tinted moisturizer type. Well, I don't know, a little bit more than a tinted moisturizer. So it's got light coverage, not sheer coverage, but light coverage. It looks really nice as far as like how it just looks on my skin. I wouldn't try and use a sponge for application for this, because I just feel like it's just gonna absorb the product because it's pretty thin, a little bit tacky. All right, let's just even out the whole thing, and then maybe we'll do a full second layer, a true full second layer. So I'm gonna go ahead and take what I've got here and just dab it on and then blend it that way. And I'm putting probably a touch more than I did on the other side. So we'll just see what happens. It feels nice. Like, it does not feel like a mask at all. It feels moisturizing. I know it probably isn't truly actually moisturizing, but it kind of feels like that. It kind of has that moisturizer type feel. And I gotta say, I do like the way it's looking on my skin. Very natural looking. This might be one of those that if you can add like maybe a drop, like I have these Joa Truly Yours Natural Finish Foundation, drop foundation, and with a product like this, if I wanted more coverage, I would add like a drop of this into it, and that would give it some more coverage. The problem is, like, the shade of this foundation is not my absolute favorite because it's very neutral, which on my skin just makes it look pink. So not the greatest. I'm more of a, I would say, yellow / peachy. Peachy usually tends to work out, as long as, but I mean, if you can see, I don't know, it's hard to tell. Like in this light, what's on my hand looks more peachy than what's on my finger in my light. On the viewfinder, I don't know if that's picking up, but in my lighting, in real life, it's looking more neutral. So it's looking like in between, or a mixture of peachiness and pink. And I would need more yellow peachy, you know, if we're gonna go on the other side of the spectrum. It feels nice, like, honestly, it does feel nice, but it really does have that almost greasy feel that you would get from a tinted moisturizer. Yeah, I don't know if you can kind of see, like, just from blending it on my skin, you can just see the sheen from it. It's very moistury, so I can see some light reflecting glow. So maybe that's what they're talking about when they say it's the glow foundation. All right, so should we go? Let's just try it. Let's just try it, see if we can build up a little bit. I'm not like a big stipple. I know I'm doing it right now. I'm not a big stippler though. I usually try to blend and work any foundation into my skin, just because I don't like it sitting on top of my face like a mask, and I just can't see how it wouldn't, if you're gonna stamp it on like that and stipple it on, I just don't understand how it won't look like a mask that way. I might do a video all about that. Okay, so I think with the 2 layers, I'm getting a very natural, nice looking face of foundation. It's not covering much. I mean, I still have a ton of redness around this spot right here. It's evening out pretty, not terribly, around my eyes, so it's looking very natural. So I mean, honestly, as a first impression, this one I kind of like, as far as like how it looks on my skin. I don't love the shade, but if you can find your shade as a first impression, I don't think this is bad. If you're looking for a natural, light yet slightly buildable, let's see what it says, light buildable coverage, which is exactly what this is. I don't know how high you could build it up. I think any more than this and it's going to start to look obvious on your skin. But as of right now, I think it looks really pretty. It looks very natural. Again, as I've said, I will certainly wear this for the rest of the day. I will update my thoughts in the description. We'll see how it wears. We'll talk about, you know, how it ends up looking on my skin. I have same skin problems that anybody does, most likely. Places on my skin where the foundation may tend to wear off, or creasing, or anything like that. So thank you guys so much for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to like, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.